Only few sweets you can savor even after swallowing it. Any eatable content which is not very healthy but very tasty. Tasty food is not healthy, healthy food is not tasty, right? So any tasty food which is not healthy, இது கீழே போற வரைக்கும் தான். அதுக்கப்புறம் நீ எத்தனை கோடி ரூபாய் கொடுத்தனாலும் அந்த டேஸ்ட்டை ஃபீல் பண்ண முடியாது. But there are still some sweets and savors which will still make you feel so good even after consuming it and even after sending it through your esophagus. So journal writing is something of that sort, right? You will feel that ecstasy. போதும், இன்னைக்கு இது போதும். இதை first செஞ்சு பாருங்க. I would like to give only a diploma course now as far as journal writing is concerned. இன்னும் undergraduation, post graduation, PG diploma, PhD எல்லாம் இருக்கு. Post doctoral fellowship எல்லாம் இருக்கு. அதுக்கெல்லாம் அப்புறம் வருவோம். Now you have just given the diploma course of these 8 things to be written in the journal. Start writing the journal. Most of the people, your journal is on your way. Dakshin, your journal is on your way. Mitra, her journal is on your way. And Kalpita is so lucky. She's got the journal ready. And her hands and then fingers are pricking now. It's burning now. Eppoda indal session mudima odane Kalpita will definitely write it. If I am right about my observation about Kalpita, she will definitely write something immediately after the class. So, andamari, I want things to be put into action immediately. Mridubashni has got her idea pad. So, not even supposed to wait. Convert the idea pad into a journal and start writing. Vishnupriya just shared with me the idea pad that she has received. And the journal is coming. Journal is already in her hand. So, put it in writing. நாளைக்கு காலையில் இந்த happiness prescription யூஸ் பண்ணி பாருங்க. நாளைக்கு எப்படி இருக்குன்னு மட்டும் பாருங்க. So, to make the long story short, I would like to compress the minutes into seconds. Like, let's go back, a review of all the 8 things to be written in the journal. But before that, I told you that it's your book and you can be making it customized and private in whichever way you want. Second thing, decide what to write and what not to write. But these 8 things are mandatory. So the first one is journal writing. That particular journal can be used as a problem solving mechanism. So you write your problems and you solve the problems using journal writing. And what is the second one?
Idea mining.
You use the journal and you write your ideas as an idea mining resource. Or if you are having a separate idea pad, use the idea pad for it. And use the journal for the other 7 purposes. The third one.
Achievements and
Yes, write special moments, achievements and accomplishments. உன்னுடைய சாதனைகள், உனக்கு கிடைச்ச பாராட்டு, நீ ஜாலியா ஃபீல் பண்ண அந்த சந்தோஷமான தருணங்கள். You felt so good, larger than life, and you are in cloud 9. Those moments have to be recorded, and that's the third thing for which you can use your journal. And the fourth one is the challenges. The challenges that I'm having, and how am I overcoming that? What's my sketch plan? Like an army officer sketches for the battle system. When they are working on the kind of level of how the arch rivals are going to be attacked with their missiles and all that. So you are planning accordingly. You're making a blueprint of all your plan for the challenges. And what's the fifth one? Goals. Correct. Writing down your goals. Whenever that comes. You see, எப்ப வேணாலும் எது வேணாலும் வரும். எந்த ஐடியா வேணாலும் வரும். Your mind is a crazy jukebox. அதனால நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுங்க? இப்போ let's say for example, if you are having let's say if you are writing a problem here and all of a sudden அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் எழுதிட்டு இருக்கும்போது ஒரு கோல் ஞாபகம் வந்துச்சுன்னா immediately draw a horizontal line and goal அப்படின்னு போட்டு இங்க எழுதிரு. And then you are having something immediately instead of goal you are remembering a happiness prescription memory. So put a line and write out here. அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது கஸ்டமைஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So organize things in your own way, in your own style. I don't care about it. Okay? So the fifth one is goal and writing the strategies of the goal. And what is the sixth one? Special one. Failures. Yeah. Failure overcoming mechanism. How did I arrive at this failure and what am I doing for overcoming that failure? So all those things. And let us make the 8th one as the 7th one. Happiness prescription. Write a list of happy moments that had happened which can be used in the morning. And when you are dull, when you are depressed, when you are dejected, you just go through those events and you are becoming happy. And the 8th one is miscellaneous things where you can write whatever you want. So, இப்படி ஒரு journey ஆரம்பிங்க journal writing பேர்ல. And congratulations, one more good news is that your CRS is going to have another column called as journal writing. Okay? So journal writing column CRS 2.0 இன்னிலிருந்து ஆட் செய்யப்படும்.
நீங்க ரைட்டிங் ஆட் பண்றது எங்களுக்கு அட்வான்டேஜ் நல்லா இருக்கு.
அப்படியா?
அதே மாதிரி இதுல ரொம்ப என்ஜாய்மென்ட்டாவும் இருக்கு சார். ப்ளஸ் எங்களுக்கு 800 சிடி அப்புறம் மார்க்ஸ் ஸ்கோர் பண்றதுக்கு எங்களுக்கு நல்லா பூஸ்ட் பண்ணுது.
850 மாத்திட்டேனா?
சார் அப்படிதான் நாங்க நல்லா வந்து பண்ணி நாங்க மார்க்ஸ் வாங்கி 2 வாரத்துலயே நாங்க 850 வாங்கிட்டோம்.
பாப் லெட்ஸ் see என்ன தாண்டி எப்படி போகுதுன்னு பாப்போம். Any questions, boys and girls?
So thank you for adding in criteria with this.
Yeah, thank you. Fine. So this is called as journal writing principles, and I hope you people will be enjoying the oasis of wonderful atmosphere of writing the journal. Any questions, boys and girls? Ritan has a question, Mitra has a question, Kalpita has a question. We'll start with Ritan.
Sir, are you ready to me, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, I'm having 2 questions, sir. So, the first one is, sir, can I write speaking to someone, sir, like imagination, sir, or someone who I can't forget, sir? Can I write like this, sir?
You want
So I'm just saying few messages to
your grandmother?
they can't, sir.
Your grandmother?
Sir, and my brother also, sir.
Sure. நான் தான் சொன்னேனேடா, அது உன்னுடைய புக்கு. அதில் ரைட்டிங் ஸ்டைல் நீ எப்படி வேணாலும் வச்சுக்கோ. இது தெராப்பி அல்ல. இப்படி ஒரு சிஸ்டம், இப்படி ஒரு சின்டாக்ஸ் இப்படி தான் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்ட்டு. அது உன் புக்கு. எனிதிங் தட் மேக்ஸ் யூ டு கம் பேக் அண்ட் ரைட் அகெயின் அண்ட் அகெயின். I would say you have to be addicted. Anything that makes you addicted, I'm fine with it. Because உன்னுடைய கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில்லும் இங்கே இம்ப்ரூவ் ஆகுது. நீ எழுதுறதுனால உன்னுடைய மைண்டும் ஷார்ப் ஆகுது. And it becomes a wonderful encyclopedia that you can always refer back to. So your style, in fact, that's a wonderful idea. So having a conversation with a special person, அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. I do that as if I talk to my dad. அதனால you can do it. Yeah, what's your next question?
Sir, my second question is, sir, you told that I could just join the idea pad also to the journal writing. So, for the new for idea pad, sir, can you just put the new color on it, sir?
Yes, sure, you can definitely. Whether you are having 2 objects as a journal and an idea pad, I'm fine with it. No, I'd like to merge both அப்படின்னு சொன்னாலும் I'm fine with it. பட் என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ஐடியா அப்படின்றது தனியாக ஒரு கோல்டன் ரிசோர்ஸாக இருக்கிறது நல்லதுங்கிறது என்னோட ஃபீலிங்.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Kalpita, your question.
Sir, I have 2 questions. The first is when I saw the video journal writing of Robin Sharma, he has posted a few of the images and the memories we would like to see of them. So, if we want, can we add images that we would like to add in the journal?
Sure, Kalpita, Robin Sharma is the most craziest journal writer in the world. You know, when I first started reading his books, I was so much surprised with this man's craziness on journal writing. He visits Hawaii and he takes a picture of the beach, and that camera is a specialist camera which prints the photograph immediately. He takes that photograph, he puts the camera down on the sand, and he takes his journal and he uses the glue stick and he will paste on it. அந்த யூஸ் பண்ண மாதிரி ஜேர்னல் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ ஹீ ஹேஸ் காட் லாட்ஸ் ஆஃப் பிக்சர். ஹி அட்ரஸஸ் சம்டைம் இன் மினசோட்டா. ஸோ அந்த மினசோட்டா ஆடிட்டோரியம் ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்து அதை எடுத்து ஜேர்னல் இருந்தால் ஒட்டி வைப்பார். ஸோ ராபின் சர்மா இஸ் அ கிரேசி மேன் இன் டர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஜேர்னல் ரைட்டிங், பட் ஹிஸ் ஜேர்னல் இஸ் a very effective one. Even Robin Sharma's wife used to say that Robin's journal is my entertainment. Okay, so and such a generous wife, he goes and speaks to a shopkeeper who is a lady, and he takes a selfie with the lady and he will put that also in the picture in the journal. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆளு, அந்த அம்மா வந்து அதை பார்த்துட்டு என்டர்டைன்மெண்ட்னு சொல்லுது. சூப்பர் குடுமையா அப்படின்னு நினைச்சேன் நான். So if you are able to take print out of it and if you would like to put it up as a picture, yes, you can do that. But the journal will look very bulky when you are closing the page. உனக்கு தான் பட்டன் சிஸ்டம்லாம் இருக்கு ஜேர்னல், அதனால it won't be having any sort of problem. The paper clippings and the picture skews and printing up a photograph and a butter sheet photograph, yeah, you can picture, you can paste the pictures, no problem.
Then the second question is that what happens to his picture is a God that he has passed away. If suppose he would like to mention a learning which happened in the past, can you write that on the picture?
Yes, absolutely. Any happy memory and the frame of approach of writing that happy memory, I leave it to your choice. அதில் என்ன லேர்ன் பண்ண அப்படிங்கிறது எழுதிட்டீங்கன்னா that's even more kindling, and as Mitra mentioned, that contentment, the sense of contentment will be very important. Having the feel of contentment in the morning is very, very important, and that's the best glucose that any medical expert can give for you. So, as a matter of fact, what you are adding is really good. You can do that way too.
Okay, sir. As you said, I was about to write the journalist in front of people, but I had to control my emotions that I will be distracted from this. It's supposed to go more deep so that I will not be focused.
Right. In any case, way back last month, we had this idea pad kept on the entrance of our hall. Likewise, I would like to give the permission to everybody, even during MS evening sessions, if you are having any thoughts to be recorded in your journal, in accordance with these 8 things, you can immediately write. அப்படி சப்போஸ் ஏதாவது டிஸ்ட்ராக்ஷன் ஆகிற மாதிரி இருந்தால், சாரி சார் நான் ஜேர்னல் ஒன்று எழுதிட்டு இருந்தேன் அப்படிங்கிறத என்கிட்ட சொல்லிடுங்க. ஸோ we will have that as a rule. Whoever is buying a journal, keep the journal and idea pad on the table when you are attending the session, online session. Whenever you are having a journal input, whenever you are having an idea pad input, write it immediately. So you can do that, Kalpita.
Okay.
Yeah, Vishnupriya, your question.
Yes, sir. So my question is, sir, so you said we have to use different colors and we have to write the time and the date, sir.
Right.
So if we are writing if you said you have to have different time for the journal entries, sir. So if we have, then we don't remember the time, we just write the time that if we when we are writing, will that be fine, sir?
Well, I would reprimandingly suggest you to remember the time very, very sharp. There is a reason for it. Your subconscious mind might have been thinking or might have been believing so strongly that you are very weak at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or you are very weak at 2:30 in the afternoon. So, in the journal, when you are writing some journal inputs at 2:30 and 3 o'clock abdina, it is the best way to prove to your subconscious mind that no, I am not weak in this time. You see, on 2:30 I have got an idea written. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon I have got a gold substance written in my journal. That's the way your mind changes the preconceived belief system that you are weak in certain time period. So, even if you are skipping the location, I don't mind. But the exact time has to be written because that gives you a proper scaling up of your own progress.
Okay, sir.